What's the matter, dude? You ready for the Valentine's Day special? Chugs and jugs!
Why aren't we using the couch?
It's in the shop.
Dude, the couch is right there.
No, that's not the couch. The couch is in the shop.
These chairs are uncomfortable.
No.
Why aren't we using the couch?
We're not. Don't worry about the couch. The couch is not working right now.
Don't do that right now.
I gave the couch the night off. This is for our Valentine's Day special. Happy Valentine's Day.
Dude, these flowers are dead.
Just like your dad.
You remembered?
We love bots, we do shots, we play with toys, excite the boys. Bots and shots, 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 bots and shots.
Welcome back to another episode of Bots and Shots. What is this, 28? I think.
The 28.
What does it say on the top of the thing right there? 28! All right, it's 28.
The 28.
28. It's February, but it's past Valentine's Day.
But it is the month of love.
It is the month of love, but we've missed the day of love.
Yeah, we don't want to talk about it.
So we don't want to talk about it. I know the last couple years we've done like a wedding thing the last 2 Februaries.
Yeah.
Where it was like something old, something new, something borrowed, something blue. We're not doing that.
No, we're switching it up.
We're not doing it. We're switching it over.
We don't want to love that kind of love no more.
We thought about doing a Chugs and Jugs app.
Yeah.
And if you're not sure, Chugs is what you do with a jug, but it also references the size of a transformer. Mm-hmm. And then Jugs is boobs.
Yeah. And Chugs and Jugs is coming.
It's coming.
Yeah.
It's coming all over your face. But it's not tonight. Tonight, we wanted to celebrate the other thing that happens in February. Black History Month. The entire month.
Or as we like to call it,
Blacktion Figure History Month. So tonight's going to be one of those episodes that's not necessarily Transformers-centric, even though this is Bots and Shots. We're doing a Toys and Boys episode.
Yeah.
Is that what can we call it that?
Yeah, Toys and Boys.
Toys and Boys. So, let's get retarded. No, let's get it started.
Let's get restarted.
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 Oh, I missed it. I missed that. I missed it. It's so good. Maple. So you might notice we're doing a little bit of a change up tonight with our format. We don't have our big table. We don't have our big couch. And that's because no reason.
I genuinely don't know why we're doing this.
No, I thought it looked better without, honestly. It was too much. So I'm just giving this a shot. If you like the couch and big table better, let us know. If you liked the more intimate, closer setting with us closer to the camera and I'm not far back sitting like this, let me know. I'll put up with that if you liked it better, but I just think I'll like this better.
Whatever you want to do. I don't know.
Well, we'll figure it out. Love will find a way.
Yeah, we'll get there.
But let's move on to the black people.
Yeah.
Yeah. We took a look at our collection and we realized how many not black figures that we had.
Yeah.
It was actually really sad. We also wanted to go with not necessarily figures that were black, but maybe voiced or played by a black person. So we're going to be celebrating more than just, oh, this is a black guy.
Yeah.
And we're not doing just figures that look like this is a black figure.
Yeah.
We're just going to celebrate it because that's what this month is about.
We're doing it.
We're doing it. And if you're offended by it for some reason, I'm sorry. The intent is good. Yeah. You're first.
I'm first.
You're first. What do you got first?
Well, let's just start this off with the hot topic. What's the hot topic?
Like the store.
No, not like the store.
No.
Sometimes.
Okay.
I'm sure these there right now, but
sure.
Let's start off with Marvel Legends of Black Panther. This was the Walmart edition.
One of 2 Walmart editions, weirdly enough.
T'Challa has gone through so many costume
changes.
And I had one of the Toy Biz versions that came with the Sentinel series. And it was really cool, but I just wasn't collecting a lot of toys at the time, so I ended up giving them to Mike, I think, when he was starting his
your gay
setup.
friend who likes Marvel Legends figures,
But when I saw they were doing this one, he's the one I wanted for the show because this was my favorite of his costumes.
With the big cape and stuff? Yeah.
Well, the cape I could take or leave, but just those cool gray gloves, like the sleek profile. And it is cool you can take the cape off, like
that's cool.
Most Marvel Legends things. It's weird he comes with the necklace separate.
Oh, like in the package?
Yeah.
That's kind of weird.
You can't give it to him or not. I'm gonna give it to him.
You're gonna give it to him.
Give it to him.
Take it, Chala. T'Challa. Is it a silent T? No, it's not. It's like a T'Challa.
Yeah, you gotta roll it.
Yeah, T'Challa.
You gotta roll
T'Challa.
it. And I have not seen the movie yet.
I did. I saw it last night. It was fantastic. It's up there as far as the better Marvel movies. It's not like top 3. Like, it doesn't, for me, it doesn't break like Avengers and Winter Soldier kind of levels where like they're just
generally like Iron Man or Avengers, Iron Man, and Winter Soldier, and they kind of fluctuate generally.
To me, it's easily the best kind of like standalone where it's like about one person Marvel movie, but it's a good movie. I highly recommend.
I'm definitely gonna go see it.
You should.
The tickets were sold out everywhere.
Yeah.
And I hate crowds.
Anyway, you're doing Marvel Legends.
Yeah, and this is a cool figure. I know you can kind of go wherever you want with it. I almost wanted to get the purple suited vibranium.
I wanted that too. I didn't see it because Marvel is awful with their exclusives.
Yeah, like they're
terrible.
Like this figure was stocked.
There were like 8 of him. Or 10 of him on the shelf when I saw it. Yeah.
And I saw the purple one recently, but I just spending money on all kinds of stupid shit.
Well, they have this one, that one, and then they also have a Okoye Build-A-Figure Black Panther wave for the movie.
Yeah.
Which has a Black Panther in that. Like, I didn't really know much about Black Panther after seeing the movie. Like, I want that whole wave because the movie really made me like Black Panther.
It's cool when movies make you actually care more about the line. Like, you have whatever characters like going into it, but now you actually want to get all of them.
I didn't really know much about the Black Panther story, I guess, the mythos.
And admittedly, when I'm growing up, I was a hardline X-Men focus. Like, that was the character I wanted, or the characters I follow all the time. The only thing I knew about Avengers was like from the trading cards.
Absolutely.
And, like, random crossovers. Like, I really didn't think about them, those characters. So like, it's cool with the Marvel Cinematic Universe because you actually get time to explore.
Definitely.
Yeah, especially since the X-Men movies broke my spirit.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Maybe it'll get better.
Only if they recast and start over.
They'd have to.
Yeah, except Patrick Stewart.
No, you can keep Patrick Stewart and Ian McKellen.
Yeah, I don't want James McAvoy. No. I don't like him. And everyone loves Michael Fassbender. I don't care about him. For young Magneto, you could be literally any guy.
Any guy. If you want to make him Jewish, though, that would help.
Yeah, that would help out a lot.
If you make him a gay Jew, then he'd be set for the future when he's played by Ian McKellen.
There you go. So what do you got?
What do I have? It's my turn. I'm going also Marvel Legends, obviously, because we're doing a Marvel Legends round. I have the new Netflix wave. What is that guy? Man-Thing. Thank you. God damn. I almost said Man-Squatch. I'm like, that's not right. It's
Thing-Man or Man-Thing?
It's Man-Thing.
I'm going to be Thing-Man.
Thing-Man. I'm Man-Thing, you're Thing-Man.
I'm Thing-Man.
This is the Man-Thing Build-A-Figure wave Blade. And he's not really based on the movie Wesley Snipes Blade.
Yeah, he's kind of like a weird hybrid.
He's like a weird hybrid, yeah.
More so than he already is a weird hybrid.
Because he's part vampire and part human, the Daywalker. I didn't know who Blade was until the Spider-Man cartoon in the 90s.
Yeah, admittedly,
That was my first, I'm like, oh, they have a vampire hunter, I guess?
And then they had that really cool vampire
Morbius
Spider-Man toys.
Oh, they were all vampire themed.
And that was so cool.
Dude, that 90s toy wave was rad. I had a lot of those.
I did too.
This is the figure that kind of spurred me into thinking, like, what if we did a Black History Month kind of theme for February?
Yeah.
Because I had just gotten him, like, it was like December or November or something like that.
I was so bitterly jealous when you called dibs on him.
Yeah, were you?
You're like, oh, we should do this. I'll use Blade. Fuck.
Dude, Blade was the thing that was like, we should do this.
Yeah, and I was like, and when you called it, I was so pissed.
Yeah. I don't know. He's not a bad figure. He's weirdly loose in weird places, and and a problem with the Marvel Legends, because they pick a body, and they put a little bit of sculpt and paintwork into it, but a lot of the stuff is just kind of like on.
Yeah.
And like if it were glued or something, it might be good, but this always falls down. His loop up here with his sword and things is just floppy all around. He does come with an alternate head for the bald look, which is cool, but good. I mean, they both have sunglasses on, which is, important. And he comes with his katana and a little sheath for it, and it's a good figure.
Yeah, I know.
It's a good figure.
It's one of the few that I actually got from that wave. I got him and the Jessica Jones figure.
I have the Jessica Jones figure. She doesn't come with shit.
Yeah.
She comes with nothing, and she's one of my favorite figures from that stupid wave.
I know.
The only thing I wish she'd come with was a scarf.
Yeah.
Because Jessica Jones just always fucking wears a scarf.
And like a bottle of whiskey.
And a bottle of whiskey. She should have come with booze.
Kids shouldn't be buying that.
I guess not.
Or watching our show.
Or watching our show. Yeah. I didn't know a lot about Blade. Most of it's still what I know about Blade is from the 90s cartoon and from the Blade movies.
I was obsessed with the first Blade movie when it came out.
I loved the first Blade movie.
It was so fun.
I mean, it was the 90s. It was like late 90s.
It was the first real Marvel movie.
Was that before or after Matrix?
It was, I think, right around the same time. Like 97, 98.
Yeah.
I don't know what. I think it came out just before.
Matrix was 99.
Yeah, it came out before Matrix.
That whole time with raves and trench coats.
Oh, yeah.
It's so 90s.
That opening blood rave scene.
That
dominated everything for the longest time.
So anyway, these are black guys from Marvel.
Yeah, and I swear to God, Blade is like one of my favorite superheroes to this day.
Blade is a great superhero. He's half vampire, half not vampire.
Yeah.
And he kills vampires. I know there were a lot of rumors that he was going to get a Netflix series when they started doing Daredevil. Like, oh, maybe they'll do a Blade.
I was hoping he would even just have a cameo
in something. Yeah.
Or like on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., like he shows up. Because
they put fucking Ghost Rider in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. And they got the license back to do Blade shit. So they own him again. So they got him away from, what was it, New Line Cinema?
I think it was New Line. It was New Line, yeah.
Does New Line exist or are they owned by someone else?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think we'll ever know.
Yeah.
Let us know.
But we'll never know.
But we'll never know.
Hey, gang.
Hey there. We're doing another round of these.
We do those.
We do.
Now, I don't know if anyone out there knows this, but after round 1, we typically do a round 2. And we're going to do that again right now.
After round 2? You think we're going to do round 3?
Dude, don't ruin it.
My bad.
They're watching the show.
My bad. Before we do a shot,
the drinky drink.
The drinky drink part, let's talk about our shirts real quick.
Yes. We are switching it up tonight.
We usually wear Transformers shirts, because we have a Transformers show.
But we have motifs, like we did the Robot episode, I think I wore a Terminator shirt.
Yeah, I wore a RoboCop shirt.
Yeah, so we're definitely switching it up, and in honor of our Blacktion Figure History month.
So you've got...
I got one of my many Prince shirts.
He has a lot of Prince shirts.
This isn't my favorite Prince shirt, but it just shows up the best on me.
Because this is what it sounds like when doves cry.
And the shitty part about this shirt was I'd seen it online, and Tirsa bought it for me. The next week, Prince died.
Oh, man.
And I didn't, so I got this sad Prince, and I was like, that's how I feel.
That's how you feel inside.
Even though I prefer making Sometimes It Snows in April references.
Sure.
And what do you got going on?
My shirt, so I looked through my closet, and I literally have no shirts with any black people on them at all, except for this one. This is my one. And it actually has maybe 2, possibly 3, if you want to just fudge it because no one really knows. First of all, Mun-Ra is Egyptian.
He's like space Egyptian.
He's space Egyptian. So he's definitely probably some sort of black person.
Some kind of, what was it, Third Earth?
Yeah, something like I think that's right.
Yeah, so it's like Third Africa, Third Earth.
Shredder, while being a Japanese guy, is voiced by Avery Brooks.
Yeah, Uncle Phil.
Uncle Phil, who's definitely a black, and rest in peace, Uncle Phil. Who knows, maybe Cobra Commander, he's a snake guy, but he could be the black equivalent of Snake. I don't know.
Skeletor's blue.
Which in some lights could look black.
Yeah.
It's as close as I could get.
Megatron is clearly a white guy.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's no way around it.
He's a white guy. I got my shirt from Ripped Apparel. If you like shirts, you can check them out on a daily basis. If you use my name, Mike Case, you can get 10% off.
Do you have a tag?
This is T-Fury.
Okay, I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure what tiers I got it from.
It's fine. They're not really paying me other than the fact that if you use my code, I get a little cut of that. That's all.
I like to use your code all night.
Yeah.
I like to go hard on that code.
Let's do a fucking shot.
Before I go hard on that code.
I boss nasted.
I got
boss nasty.
You got boss nasty.
I got boss nasty. It's my round. It's my round first. So
it's your round, and no one can take it from me.
No one can take it from me. We're doing a 90s thing this round, which we kind of did a 90s thing last round. Now that I think about it, but that was a Marvel.
Because the Black Panther was like that. That's like the 70s version.
That was a Marvel Legends round. Yeah. This is a 90s round, and I'm doing Bandai Legacy Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. This is the Black Ranger,
or the Zack Ranger.
The Zack Ranger. This is Zack played by Walter Jones, who, funnily enough, is missing a finger.
I really want to have a scene where he's playing me. Like, he has, like, a blonde wig on, like...
He's
Walter Jones,
guy, Walter Jones
like a cameo
Zach.
on the show, like
Zach.
Walter Jones is playing Zach for this round.
That would be amazing, mostly because Walter Jones would be sitting next to me.
Yeah, and then like he's shorter than me.
Yeah,
but he has to have a blonde wig.
He has to have a blonde wig.
Yeah,
that's the only notable part about you.
Yeah, I know.
That's the thing that makes you.
Don't matter.
No, if you shaved your head, you would no longer.
I would fade away.
So this is the re-release. It's got like a metallic sheen to it.
Ooh, sheen.
It also comes, instead of coming with the Build-A-Figure part that the original Black Ranger did, he comes with his weapon.
Which is cool because his was my favorite weapon of...
It's an axe. It's
an axe gun.
It's an axe gun, true. The only thing I don't like about this is the axe is really weirdly like soft rubber. It also does not form like the combined weapon. And I know the SH Figure Arts, which I just saw today is getting re-released. They're re-releasing the SH Figure Arts Power Rangers with removable helmets with the actors' faces underneath, and their weapons do combine, and they have better proportions. Like this guy is super fucking muscly. I kind of like the metallic sheen, but actually you can actually see through the plastic. I just noticed that. You can totally see through the plastic. I never noticed that.
So it's not so much like a sheen, it's like the plastic.
It's just like a translucent plastic.
That's cool though.
That's actually kind of cool, I guess.
I wrote all the rhyming with this one. He's the Black Ranger, and he's Zach the Axe.
Zach the Black Ranger.
With the Zax.
Yeah, with Zach's axe.
Yeah.
And that axe.
Is this the Japanese version of Power Rangers?
Senpai noticed me! Oh. Tsundere. I always liked the Black Ranger, Zach. Thank you. He had his like hip hop keto where he like danced around and he rapped. And going back and watching it now, it's super goddamn cheesy.
Oh yeah.
It's painfully cheesy. But in the 90s, it was awesome.
I really wish he had a missing finger.
That's what I was saying. Yeah, it's like one of those things that once you see it, every time he was on, when I was rewatching on Netflix, I'm looking for his missing finger. Like, where is Zach's missing finger?
I saw him at Comic-Con signing stuff, and I was trying to walk past, like, just look at that finger, and I saw him signing, and I was like, there's
the not finger.
Yeah.
There's not the finger.
But I want to be like, found it! But
I found where it would be.
Where it would be. I didn't find it. I don't know where it is.
No one knows where it is.
I don't know where it is.
Do you think he has it like in a jar or something?
That's what I do with mine.
Yeah, if you were missing
Let's do it right now.
If you were missing a finger, what would you do with it?
Cut me. Let's do it.
All right. Well, that's Zach. What do you got?
What do I got?
Yeah, what do you got?
We're doing our 90s round?
Yeah, man.
No 90s toy series can be mentioned without goddamn
Spawn. God. Spawn.
I had a shit ton of Spawn toys when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And I've thought about digging one out for the show, but they're in storage in my mom's garage and I don't want to deal with it.
No, that's too much
But
work.
I love this fucking toy I found at Toys R Us.
Yeah. McFarlane Toys, man.
Yeah. They ruled the world.
They were the first toy company, because it was created by Todd McFarlane, who used to draw Spider-Man and stuff, and then he left his own thing to form. Was it form his own comic?
No, he formed Image with a bunch of creators,
with Rob Liefeld and shit like
Rob
that.
Liefeld, Jim Lee.
Yeah. And then he formed his own toy company because he didn't like all the other toy companies because they focused on like kiddie stuff and action features, and he wanted to focus on sculpt and the way it looked.
Yeah, like the first ones all had a decent amount of articulation.
That's true.
But they would always break and
Yeah.
stuff. So then I think as we moved into the late 90s, early 2000s, they started focusing on more like heavy molds.
Sculpting.
For more adult collectors, they're not really going to pose them so much. They just kind of have them on display. I mean, there's like very limited posability to do like some slight stuff. Right around the time this came out, like Transformers was already long gone. I did not care about G2, except that Megatron tank was always pretty rad.
It was alright.
But when these came out, it was just like, oh hey, like the first Angela toy.
Yeah,
that was the first sexy toy.
Like Violator and like
and the monsters and all that. That was the coolest thing. You know, he's like a deformed guy under there. Black guy. And you see his family. Yeah, which was kind of weird. Cause I remember there was a lot of controversy when they did the shitty Spawn movie.
Oh my god, I was gonna say, can we talk about the Spawn movie?
Where they recast Terry Fitzgerald, the guy who marries Spawn's wife after he's gone. Yeah. He's black in the comics too. Yeah. But they made him DB Sweeney.
Yeah.
For some reason everybody was insisting that DB Sweeney could be a thing.
Oh my god.
Where's DB Sweeney?
He was the Jai Courtney of that era.
He was
the Jai Courtney of that era.
He was. Michael Jai White
Michael Jai White
was awesome. He was the only saving grace of that movie.
Agreed. And I love Michael Jai White. He's been in so many like random things.
Yeah. But whereas the movie was lame, the HBO adult cartoon series
that was amazing.
Voiced by Keith motherfucking David.
Oh man, you got Goliath up in there?
Yeah. With like the coolest voice ever.
He literally, I would take Keith David's voice over Morgan Freeman's voice, over James Earl Jones' voice.
I really want him to do voices in like Transformers stuff. Like, I know there are always talks of like, there's another Spawn movie coming. There's another Spawn,
and you hear it.
And this will be the time with how effects are now.
Yes,
like, you could make him ungodly cool.
The 3D effects for that movie they were terrible.
Yeah, they are
awful.
And the best part is like, I obviously never bought the movie.
Sure.
Tirsa's parents own that movie on DVD.
So sorry.
The DVD box is as shitty as the graphics in there because they literally took.
It looks like PlayStation 1 graphics.
They literally took the box art from the VHS and just blew it up, so even the box art is blurry.
Oh my god!
Like,
that's so funny.
I know, so which sucks because that like sort of killed the hype of Spawn.
Yeah, it kind of did.
Yeah.
You know what I love about his Todd McFarlane's designs is they always have like one gigantic boot.
Yeah, it was very like. It took what shit that Rob Liefeld did, but actually you were fine with it.
Yeah.
Because it's like, fuck it. This actually
like Angela had one gigantic boot. Like they all have one gigantic boot.
And I love the dig at Spider-Man.
Yes.
Spawn ruled everything. It's so weird to see like that was I think the first time we ever saw like the rise and fall of something.
At the same time.
So we saw build up,
and then just a
and I don't even know if it just like fell suddenly or if it came at a because for me it came at a time where I was super into Spawn and comics and right when it was going down I discovered like video games like Final Fantasy and more anime stuff. So
your interest grew out. Yeah.
So like it didn't really just go down for me. It just I moved to other things like you do when you're like a nerd kid. So
Nerd.
And I was super excited about owning this because it does scale with the like I got it because I got the Angela.
You mean this?
Yeah, it's like he's on his little thing, but they scale really fucking well together because I always dug Angela from Spawn.
We talked about Angela, I think was that our Twisting Toys episode or was the one before that?
The April Fool's one? I don't know, whichever one.
Yeah, there was some episode where we talked about her and her backstory. So if you want to see that, go back and watch it because we're not going to talk.
We
about
never reference our older episodes.
We never reference it. Yeah.
So fucking 90s were fucking amazing.
There's no continuity in our episodes. Everything is a self-contained episode where at the end of every episode it resets back to status quo. So the next story can be done from scratch. And then when we get to syndication, they can show it in whatever order they want.
And we always combat this in the studio where we actually have developed clones of ourselves.
That's true.
And we murder ourselves after every one. We're like the end of the Prestige.
Yeah.
This one, like there's a 2-bedroom apartment we do this in because the other room is just full of dead bodies.
Yeah, it's
like
just,
him and Lily sleep in the couch.
It stinks.
It's way awkward.
It's awful.
And we just don't know how to take care of it. We don't know how to, like we're not mob guys. And we don't really want to meet mob guys.
I don't want to get into that life.
Yeah.
But I am in that life.
Yeah, because but we should figure it out, but we gotta buy toys, so.
Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah.
It's tough.
You figure it out.
You figure it out. Do it.
Bitch.
Hi. Welcome back. We're in round 3.
Or are we?
No, we are.
Or are we?
I predicted it at the beginning of round 2 that there would be a round 3.
I told you not to predict things.
I predicted it.
I specifically said, it's on my rider. It's on my rider going
I pulled over the card.
Do you see the bowl?
It was a trap
Do you see the bowl of M&M's over here?
No.
That's also supposed to be on my rider.
I do have. Do you want a kiss?
I want the kiss.
Do you want to make out?
All right.
This is just a bunch of kisses. I literally brought all of these in here for that one joke.
Did you?
Yeah.
Is that what that was for?
But I'm also gonna have some.
This is why I want. This is why I want to quit the show.
That's
like
right.
Routinely, I'm like, actually, I'm gonna do the shot and then drink it because chocolate and whiskey is such a good combo.
Is good combo. Here.
What are these kisses?
They're truffle kisses.
I love for your truffles.
Well, let's do a shot.
Alrighty.
I wanted to make it a little romantic. I wanted to make it a little Valentine. That's good stuff.
No. Whiskey and chocolate is an amazing.
It really does.
combination.
It's a good combo.
It's so good. So we're doing this?
Yeah, why not?
Well, let's just jump in. And I got Transformers animated. Yes.
Yes.
Or jazz.
Why did you choose jazz, Zach?
Maybe because he is ostensibly the first black Transformer.
But he's all white.
But is he? This is the animated version of him, not voiced by Scatman Crothers, voiced by Phil Lamar, I believe.
Phil Lamar, you might know him as the guy that was Hermes from Futurama.
Or Samurai Yak.
Or Samurai Jack. Or Baxter Stockman in the 2012 Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
Phil Lamar is a well-known voice actor.
He also got shot to death in Pulp Fiction.
He did!
He really did.
Poor Phil Lamar.
So, like, the animated line is so weird.
It is weird. We've done a couple of them on our show.
And they're like that weird mix of like attractive and repulsive. Like the angles are cool and cartoony, and you wouldn't expect it to be a transforming toy, but then here you are. The weird thing about animated and the show is that the first season is almost unwatchable.
Yeah, it's really boring.
There's a couple of like cool, like when Optimus Prime fights Starscream towards the beginning, it's kind of cool, but other than that, it's pretty boring. And then in second season, they all of a sudden, it's like Beast Wars. They ramp it up with references for the fans.
They did that with Robots in Disguise, too.
Yeah, like the first season was kind of boring.
It's like kiddie.
Yeah. But then they started ramping it up with all the character references and all the...
My big complaint with the first season was like, this is a Prime sequel? Where's all the Prime shit? Like, what happened? How is this a Prime sequel?
Yeah.
And then the second and third season, like, definitely tie it into Prime.
You know, shaking in Transformers?
Yeah, please do. Just do it.
He unfortunately is like a guy under a car.
Yeah, he definitely is just a guy.
Phil Lamar did him in the show, and he's part of the. You really haven't watched the show.
Yeah, but he's like an enforcer, like a cop or something.
Yeah, he's kind of like a ninja, like Prowl, but he's part of like the elite guard.
Yeah.
And so.
That was it, the elite guard.
He was a cool character in the show, and he wasn't in it that much until season 3 when he kind of sticks around and hangs out with everybody, which is pretty cool. They're definitely like a lot of cool, but it's very stylistic series.
Sure.
So here he is. He gets his little.
I love that his exhaust ports become nunchucks.
Yeah, because he's a
nice. I like that you just
on the floor.
throw it on the ground.
Nunchucks were definitely like a staple of our generation.
It is, because Michelangelo had nunchucks, and that was the first instance where I knew what nunchucks were. And then nunchucks inexplicably were just like, no, nunchucks can be nowhere. Swords, okay. Bow staff, okay. Sai, okay. Throwing star, no problem.
I think it's because a kid could reasonably get nunchucks very easily.
How?
I had a pair of nunchucks. I got it at a swap meet.
Really?
And I totally hurt myself and my friends with it. I definitely understand why parents didn't want you to have it.
Nunchucks were the coolest.
They were the coolest.
Anyway, you've got Jazz.
He suffers from the exact same problem Reveal the Shield Jazz does, where like this doesn't really peg into anything.
Why? How is that so hard?
I don't know. Like they literally just get like a piece that pegs in, and then you're solid. Like just a little flap that folds underneath it.
Huh.
Part of the style they did for this is he has like one of those cool like Samuel L. Jackson hats. Like yeah. It's just part of his.
That's cool.
I guess urban chic.
Yeah.
They did for his style.
He has his like soul patch and shit like that.
Yeah, and they did like they did references to like him hanging around Earth for the music and stuff.
Really?
Yeah. They definitely like played up, because that was the cool thing about animated when you get there is they do all the throwbacks to the first series. So, but you could either get it or it's just like a thing.
Or it's a thing. Yeah.
Yeah. I have a Yaz. What do you have?
I too have a Yaz, but a more different one.
A more different Yaz.
I've got Make Toys Masterpiece yet. No. I decided not to do that.
Yeah, because you're drinking and he's
I would destroy that figure. In fact, what I have is Power of the Primes Mega Yaz. Mega Yaz. So this is the new Power of the Primes Jazz. He is an original mold, but I'm pretty sure he's getting remolded into Moonracer, or is that a different one?
Maybe. It might be. I don't know. We'll see.
All I know is he actually kind of looks more like Crasher from the GoBots, but white instead of black.
And a dude instead of a lady.
But Jazz is black. I'm treating him as if he's G1 Jazz, because that's all I've got. G1 Jazz was voiced by Scatman Crothers, a singer from that time period who's dead now.
Yeah.
But he had that voice, which I don't want to imitate.
No, but it was cool because
it was cool.
It gave like a cool difference of voice to the cast. Like it really stood out. Like
that's one of those things. Like going back and watching the original, they all had like super unique voices, but were also weirdly familiar.
Yeah, a lot of the voice actors you would go on to see do other things.
Yeah, well, I mean, a lot of them had overlap. Like Michael Bell did fucking everything. He was Duke. He was Prowl. He was, everyone. So
and Frank Welker. Everything in the world. I think he has the most acting credits.
That's got to be true. That's got to be true.
And he's like weird animal voices. And stuff.
Skyman Crothers is a well-known. He was actually pretty famous. He was like a famous singer.
Yeah, but like a couple decades earlier.
Yeah, that's why he got his name for doing like scat jazz and stuff like that. And then they were like, "Hey, this guy can like jazz if you want."
Yeah. I always wonder, like, did they name him before or after they got Scatman?
Yeah, they were like, okay, we got Scatman Crothers, like, being this guy. Let's call him Jazz.
Let's call him Yaz.
Yaz. And I'm going to go ahead and transform him. So this is from the new Power of the Primes line, if you were unaware.
I think it's the first Power of the Prime figure we've done yet.
It is. This has the honor of being the very first Power of the Primes. It's a wholly original mold, but it is regurgitating the... the Combiner Wars.
The Clone Wars aesthetic.
The Clone Wars aesthetic. The Combiner Wars aesthetic.
Someone's got Clone Wars on the mind.
Where it can be a foot or a arm or a dude or a vehicle if you want it to be.
But it can't be what I want in life. A lover. So this is a figure that I bought when it came out and got rid of it before I ever opened it because I just thought it looked shitty.
That honestly is probably a good call. The only reason I still have it is because I wanted it for this episode.
Yes.
So I'll bring him around. This is him. He's not hard to transform. He's a pretty quick transformation. He's got classic jazz stuff. He's got jazz coloring with the stripes. The blue and red and whatever.
Nice.
He's got the jazz like faceplate. He's got a decent jazz head sculpt. And now that we're back away from Titan's Returns into Power of the Primes, they have actual heads instead of Titan Master heads, which is the thing, because now the Titan Masters are Prime.
Yeah, they're
Primes?
Prime Masters.
Whatever.
But
they're pretenders.
But they're pretenders, which is cool. Getting tiny pretenders, I guess.
We're getting tiny pretenders that are also primes. I haven't bought any of them yet, even though they're only $5. I still have a hard. And I think Target has them for 15% off right now. Yeah. I still haven't bought them.
Admittedly, the Skullgrin I like because he reminds me of Mighty Max toys.
They both kind of do, honestly. Yeah. All three, I think there are only 3 out right now. Yeah. Anyway, so this is Jazz. Both Jazzes were voiced by well-known black actors / musician.
This Jazz, unfortunately, is in some controversial.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. I almost didn't want to do him, but on the door here, on his lower arm, there's some Cybertronian underneath a Autobot logo, and it has 4 characters, and those 4 characters are MAGA.
Yeah.
So if you don't know what that means, if you're not from America, that's Make America Great Again, which is a well-known Trump campaign slogan.
Yeah.
Which is weird for being what it is.
It makes you wonder, did the guy put it on this because it's an all-white toy, but he had no idea what the history was of the figure that is voiced by a black guy?
It's so weird.
It's a weird... It's a weird thing.
It's just unnecessary.
It's a weird thing to bring politics into a toy that have nothing really to do with this.
That's exactly.
And it makes it awkward because wherever you lie in the spectrum of political stuff, like, these are toys and we like toys, and if you're watching this, you like toys.
Yeah, I'm going on a limb here. I'm like, we're not making a political statement. No. Whether you like this or not, like Trump or not, we're not making a statement either way.
It's just weird to put it on a kid's toy.
We're just saying this is a toy. Leave it at that.
Just leave it alone.
Leave it alone.
Yeah.
Let's all just come together and enjoy some fucking toys.
Yeah.
That's actually a rule we have at TF and such, Transformers and such. The Facebook crap that I... The Facebook crap that I am a moderator of.
Why don't you tell me how you really feel about TF and such?
Yeah, it's
Chris Berry, he's a dumb bitch.
That guy... Natalie, what a slut.
Tony, I'd fuck him and never call him again.
Never call him again.
Never again. No, we love them all.
We love everybody. We love all of them. All you guys. And if you want to interact with us on a daily basis, you can join Transformers and such because we comment on it. It's just weird that this is a political thing and they didn't have to make it that. And that's it. That's all I wanted to say. But we wanted to do some Transformers for this because it's our, the reason we do the show. Yeah. It's like one of the few Transformers things I even do on my channel anymore, which is, you know, it is what it is.
It is what it does.
It is what it is.
No matter which iteration of Jazz you love, he's always cool.
He's always cool. And this guy's chucking. Ah, fellow chucker, eh?
Yeah. Because chuckers are for suckers.
Welcome back to round 3. No, round 4. Yep. Welcome
Round
back.
3 and or 4.
Welcome back to some sort of round in the middle ish of this. I'm actually pretty
buzzed.
I'm buzzed. He's calling me Buzz Lightyear.
Buzz Lightyear.
Buzz Lightyear. Let's do a shot. Don't throw up.
Swallow down the wrong tube.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
I thought I was gonna lose you for a second. I was about to be R.I.P. Zach.
Just do what feels right. Like don't.
You know what feels right now? You know what feels the most right now?
Are you talking about like a Star Wars round?
I am. I'm thinking a Star Wars round, and what I'm doing right now is open up a smooth Colt 45 with Billy D. Williams.
Alright.
This is Star Wars The Black Series, Lando Calrissian.
Alright.
I am still convinced to this day that the only reason this exists is because 3 years ago, I put him on my wish list video, which took off, got at least 1,000 views. And then a few months later, boom, Lando Calrissian. Now I know it takes a long time for them to sculpt and plan or whatever, so it probably wasn't the worst.
But don't ruin this.
But don't ruin it for me. The only reason we have this is because he was like number 3 or 2 or something on my wish list. So you're welcome, everybody. Yeah. This is Lando Calrissian. He has a very decent head sculpt to Billy D. Williams.
Yeah. You could very easily mold him as the Two-Face he was supposed to be.
Oh my god, right? I was super disappointed that frickin' Tommy Lee Jones was Two-Face when Billy D. Williams played Harvey Dent in the first... Was it first or second Batman movie?
First.
Yeah, it was first.
But I did love that in the Lego Batman movie, they brought him back as Two-Face.
Amazing.
That was beautiful.
The only real crime is the fact that there have been 2 Star Wars movies that could have had Lando in it, but not. Even if
You know, I think I would have upgraded my vote from a C+ for the last one to at least a B-.
I figured if he was on the Canto Bite...
Just hanging out in the casino?
Yeah, in the casino.
Like you just see him in the background like a
with a bunch of ladies
like
or whatever.
Yeah,
exactly. Like, was that fucking Lando Calrissian?
I think Lando should have like total Stan Lee cameos just in the background of these movies.
Absolutely. Yeah. It's a crime that Lando was not in The Last Jedi. It was a perfect place for a smooth-talking ladies' man like Lando Calrissian.
Completely. So, my only problem ever with Lando, just throwing this out there.
Sure, that's fine.
The pants.
The pants. Well, it was the 80s, man.
I know,
but even then, though, actually it was the late 70s.
I know.
Because this came out in the 80s, which means it was filmed...
It came out in 1980, so it was essentially filmed...
It was filmed in the 79.
I've always just hated, like, when pant cuffs end so high above the shoe.
But his belt goes up to his like mid torso. And he's got and he has he's got a WrestleMania belt. He just won that from wrestling some guy.
He's the mayor of Cloud City.
He's the owner of Cloud City, a proprietor of Cloud City.
That's the ownership. Yeah.
What about his resplendent cape?
Oh, it's fucking rad.
Dude, this cape. I was actually a little disappointed when they announced this guy. They talked about how they painstakingly went back and like recreated his cape with all of the details and the pattern. And I assumed that meant that he had a cloth cape, and they just really went like ham on it. I was a little disappointed that it's just a plastic cape.
It's not really like a pattern. It's like a stucco design.
It really is, honestly.
But other than that, he looks fucking killer.
He does. He also comes with like the little like microphone thing that he uses to, and that's in the package. And I honestly didn't want to dig the package out to find a little like tiny thing. And
what I love about his face sculpt is like he looks like Billy D. Williams, but also kind of like Donald Glover.
And I'm looking forward to seeing him in the movie. The 2 seconds or so he was in the trailer, every time I'm like, oh, that's Lando.
One of my like critique complaints is like Family Guy has a joke. They're like, he's wearing Han's clothes.
He is though.
But also like he fled from his home.
Yeah.
There's no other clothes on that ship.
He didn't pack.
Yeah. He didn't have a suitcase that he brought with him.
He didn't see him running out of Cloud City shitting people with his rolling luggage behind him.
And it's not like the rebellion is full of stock.
Lobot didn't fly in on a cloud car with like, here's your change of clothes, your overnight bag, Lando.
Like, all I'm saying is like people like rip on, why is he wearing Han's clothes? Like,
what else are you gonna
what's he
wear?
gonna wear? B, how do we know that he didn't leave those clothes on there and Han is wearing his clothes that were left on the ship?
It was his ship originally.
And Han is totally a scumbag. He was like, "Hey, free clothes, Chewie," and Chewie's like, yeah, exactly. Like you don't know the backstory to that, and maybe they'll explain it in the new movie.
Who knows? It's coming out in May, which is in like 3 months or whatever. There's also Avengers coming out that month, and then also Deadpool 2 coming out that month. 1 month has 3 gigantic
And they're all
movies,
gonna be fighting with each other.
and they're all gonna be fighting each other, and 2 of them are from the same goddamn like company, Disney.
Well,
actually,
but Deadpool was kind of made made before the deal was struck.
but after the deal was struck, they moved it up 2 months.
I do love
from July
that now
to May.
Hugh Jackman is like, "Oh yeah, I'll come back now."
Yeah.
Surprise, surprise.
I actually don't want Hugh Jackman to be Wolverine. If they redo X-Men, I want someone else to be Wolverine. I don't know who, but I want someone more size appropriate. Anyway, what do you got?
What have I got?
We're talking about like random shit.
Yeah.
I love that's how we always go into. We start with something and then we just devolve
we're done
into,
talking about it.
We're done talking about Lando Calrissian now.
So we're in the Star Wars theme.
I'm just keep knocking over. Lando is as drunk as I am.
Yeah.
He's been drinking Colt 45s.
Man, that is awful.
That's the only reference I know where he drinks.
So
anyway,
I don't collect a lot of Star Wars stuff anymore.
It's true.
I lost the magic, but I thought this would be appropriate for the show. This is the Transformers Star Wars crossover Mace Windu.
So Transformers Star Wars is coming back, but like only from Takara?
Yeah. And it's because there was a whole line of these.
Yeah.
But this is the Mace Windu. I guess this is their seeker mold. Like they use this ship.
Well, it's the Jedi Starfighter. Is what
they
it is.
use it for like the Anakin, the Obi-Wan.
Yeah,
there's a Darth Vader like this.
Yeah.
And so there's a lot of versions of this, but it's a cool little ship.
It is.
Like the little R2 unit molding is great.
Here's the problem. Show the other part.
Because this is a ship, and I guess they all do this. They come with a little representation of the character they're based off of. A little Mace Windu's. He's a little too small.
Look at this little freaking R2 unit. Is like ridiculous.
You mean this giant monster
R2 unit? That's like
you can put him in here, and he's got posability. He's got his little arms. He's got good detail.
He actually has a fantastic amount of detail.
And he's got a little lightsaber on his hip. And he's got
his face sculpt is actually pretty. Like for being like an inch tall. His face sculpt is actually pretty good.
He's got like a little platform between his legs so you can actually stand him up.
Sure.
He can't really like sit in the cockpit. You can like lay down in there. So I'm actually transforming this round. We're using it or not.
Yeah. What a jerk, right?
What's cool is
he's like, I'm doing a Star Wars Transformer. And
the missiles are
lightsaber. Oh. That went in my drink.
Oh shit.
No, it didn't. I'm just kidding. It almost did though.
I think this came out in like 2007 or 8 or something like that.
Yeah, it was somewhere around there.
And it definitely shows that age. He's not a hard transformation, but he's not a good transformation.
I'm a hard transformation.
You are, but it's a great transformation.
We did not rehearse that. That was actually really good. These actually fit really well for the scale.
They're honestly like the best part about that. So like when you transform, you get to this point where you get these like big chunky wings that just become like
they should become capes or like
his like Jedi robe.
Yeah,
or something.
it's kind of weird.
Yeah, it's a weird. How does the Slave One work when Boba Fett when he takes off?
I'm on Boba Fett.
He's laying down and he stays up and
because his seat rotates.
Because of the toy did the old Power of the Force.
Yeah, it rotated.
Toy, Shadows of the Empire.
Yeah. Oh, I had that.
Oh yeah,
I had that.
Oh yeah, I had
Shadows of the Empire, man. That was so weird. It was a book that they released a soundtrack for. Like, were you supposed to like listen to it while you read? Like, what the fuck? But then they had action figures that like with it. It was a multimedia event. They had video games.
The book was fun. I loved the book.
It was good. It was set in between Empire Strikes Back in Return of the Jedi. And instead of Han Solo, you had 90s extreme Han Solo.
Dash Rendar.
Dash Rendar.
The most 90s name you could think
He
of.
was basically Han Solo with shoulder pads
but like a really cool gun. I loved his gun.
And he had like a droid companion.
And the Outrider.
And the Outrider, which was definitely not the Millennium Falcon, but kind of the Millennium
But
Falcon.
I love the toy thing where like it can
Because
swivel
it swiveled around like a B-Wing.
Yeah, I loved it. Fuck the B-Wing.
I love the B-Wing.
You would.
The B-Wing's my favorite wing. It goes B, A, X, and Y.
Yeah,
and then
Y-
E
Y
is
is-
somewhere in here, but E is like I don't think it exists anymore.
No, it's not canon.
Yeah.
This is Mace Windu as a robot. So this is a really weird ass toy, like with a super long torso, little tiny legs, and like a.
He has tiny thighs.
I love his robot Mace Windu.
Oh,
face.
is that technically like robot blackface?
It is robot blackface. Like this
is.
whole line is bonkers as hell. Like I understand what they were going for with
Yeah,
this.
there are no good figures from this line. The vehicles look good though.
Yeah, it's literally Hasbro got the Star Wars license
Yes.
for the prequels
Uh-huh.
and the Clone Wars, and they're like, "Fuck it, Transformers is the thing
Our
we
sales
have."
are low. Let's just shove
This is
things together.
But I do want that Marvel crossover. Some of those Marvel.
The Marvel
things.
crossover. There's the
War Machine.
The
and
War
the Hulk.
Machine. The Hulk with a tank looks rad.
Yeah.
But let's not forget the Punisher penis gun.
That's right.
His crotch is the barrel.
My mouth is the fun.
Oh, hi. I didn't see you there.
Here you are. I have a little bit of that Billy D spirit hanging around.
Hello.
We do this?
Yeah, let's do this.
We doing this?
We're doing this.
This is what we're doing.
That's how we do shots. Like professionals.
Professionals do it like
Nope. They're doing
because they drink apple juice.
I was gonna say they're doing like apple juice or tea or shit. If we were doing that, like I would be no problem. I would be no problem.
Just throw it in my face.
Just that's actually what we did during our opening.
Yeah.
All over. There's no alcohol in our opening. Just so you guys
Spoiler
know.
alert. We're not.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, we save all that for Prime.
We saved that for the actual episode. The opening we did it with apple juice and water for when we dump it on ourselves. Just I guess I'm just lifting the curtain up, showing my skirt, if you will.
What's under that skirt?
Just a vagina.
What do you got going
A
down?
vagina.
Yeah.
Anyway,
so
we're doing a thing.
We're jumping in, right?
Do you want to do a thing?
Yeah, we're
do you
doing
want to do
a
a
thing.
Let's do a thing.
Okay, so
Let's do a thing. Hey,
last round.
hey. Let's do a thing.
Doing the thing.
Can we just do that?
I'm about to start the thing.
Start the debauchery.
I'm announcing the thing.
Start the debauchery.
All right, here we go.
Yep. Yeah, buy belt. No, that's the. Wow,
we
you're just
don't-
really doing that.
All right.
Hanes, huh?
Yeah.
Green
Hanes.
Are those boxer briefs?
No.
Just, bootstrap briefs?
They're a full-on Speedo briefs.
Speedo briefs.
Yeah. I wear a lot of tight pants, and I got to keep my shit in check. So, final round.
We talk about weird shit.
We do. Final round.
Final round. The final round down.
We covered a spectrum of nerdy references and
We've done a
great
lot of
black
stuff.
voice actors, black characters. So we've covered
celebrating black heritage in our childhood / nerd culture.
So let's go back to the 80s.
Let's go back.
We're really feeling it.
Yeah.
And I feel like one of the most prominent characters you could ever get was Sergeant Marvin Hinton,
Also
or
known as
Roadblock. He was one of the best G.I. Joe characters.
He was easily one of the most famous G.I. Joe characters.
There was like a small 6-episode miniseries that started, and he was not in there. He appeared in the actual series.
The actual series, yeah.
And he became almost Snake Eyes level popular.
I agree. Yeah,
he was.
It was Duke, Flint, Snake Eyes, and Roadblock are probably the four most popular. With Shipwreck and then Gung Ho.
Yeah, and he
was pretty much
he had this cool random rhyme style talk.
He was a cook.
Yeah.
Not a cook. He was a chef. Yeah.
Yeah. And then a
gourmet chef.
His arc in the film with
the Cobra Commander. Yeah.
was one of the best things about the movie. He has one of the figures. You can take the little hat off to be more a little more roadblocky. He has the proper figure for it. This is the Loyal Subjects blind box figure series. I like Loyal Subjects stuff. They do a bunch of nerd stuff from Ninja Turtles to Transformers.
I got a couple Ninja Turtles. I got a couple He-Mans up there, and then you gave me, you just gave me this Lion-O.
Extra Lion-O. The Thundercat wave. The Thundercat wave is amazing. The Mega Man wave they just released is fucking awesome. But this is from the G.I. Joe wave.
I gotta say, if you are into blind box stuff, Loyal Subjects is where it's at because they have posability. They've got a shit ton of accessories. Like, you really get your money's worth out of it.
And then what's cool about him, I didn't bring it, but other than the accessory, he comes with a little dossier card.
Which is cool.
Like classic G.I. Joe stuff where you give him, all of his background.
He's got a backpack, he's got his... Yeah. It comes with like the exact same accessories that the original action figure did.
Yeah, and that's what all of them did, because I only have a few from the series.
It's funny, have you watched that Netflix documentary, The Toys That Made Us? I actually learned a lot from that.
Yeah.
But the Snake Eyes figure, they literally were like, okay, we want to put all the paint that we want on these figures to decorate them, but it goes over budget. So they're like, okay, one figure we're just not going to have any paint on.
And they chose.
And there was Snake Eyes. The figure is just molded black, and that's it. And that was the most popular one.
And what's cool about Loyal Subjects is for their nerddom.
Yeah.
They made a line with Snake Eyes, but there's for Wave 2, there's a version you can buy, like the Comic-Con exclusive, with him with no paint.
No paint.
Yeah, it's like the 80s toy version. But yeah, fucking Roadblock.
Roadblock.
One of the best characters.
He is a block in the road.
Yeah.
Mr. Body Massage Machine, go.
Body massage.
Body massage.
Body massage.
If you don't know what we're talking about, in like the early thousands, like one of the first, this is like E-Bombs World level, early thousands.
You were getting deep, like 2004, 2005.
Yeah, where someone took those old PSAs and they redubbed them. His original one was power lines, like don't play with down power lines or whatever.
Which is something that
it's
did in the 80s.
I know. Like, was that a thing? No, now we've got Tide Pods. Well, a current PSA would be like, hey kids, don't eat Tide Pods.
Body massage.
What would be a current PSA?
Tide Pods.
Tide Pods. Don't talk to strangers don't meet strangers from the internet.
Yeah, don't meet strangers off Grindr unless you're an adult.
Don't click on suspicious links.
Don't
shoot up your school.
Don't buy shitty spinners.
I guess. I don't know. Like, what would be a current PSA from G.I. Joe? Let us know in the comments down below. I'm genuinely curious what people would say.
I get into dumb blind box stuff.
Sure, you do.
Loyal Subjects got me.
You are like all. I remember when we went to BotCon that first time. You kept going back to the Loyal Subjects guy.
I like, and also because I was glad I did that because Wave 2 they did Dinobots and stuff, and that was perfect. But I saw the G.I. Joe wave for like $5 at the nearest Walmart. And I'd already bought them, but damn, man, this is a damn good line.
I think they still have some sitting on the shelf. I might buy those.
And so I have Roadblock, Snake Eyes, Baroness, Firefly. Like, it's a good lineup.
Nice.
So I have them next to my Thundercats, next to my Mega Man, next to some He-Mans. So fucking Loyal Subjects is filling that nostalgia hole. But what do you got?
Oh, it's my turn.
If we can dredge up some more 80s nostalgia,
I've
black
got
characters.
A black guy.
What guy you got?
Who is not a black guy. He's more of a warthog.
What?
This is actually from the 2012 Ninja Turtles series.
Which I realize now we should have gotten you the Loyal Subjects.
I know, it's fine. It's
whatever.
This is Bebop from Ninja Turtles.
You had to think of which one was which.
No, I didn't. I just was trying to decide how to introduce him. I decided to go straight forward. This is just Bebop. There's a couple different Bebops I wanted to do. There was a Classics Bebop that I wanted to get, and there's the Loyal Subjects Bebop, and more importantly, there's this Bebop, but they released it with his 80s cartoon garb, because in the last episodes of the 2012 cartoon, before it just ended last year, they had a couple episodes with the crossovers from the 80s like show into the current show, and they had the original voice actors.
Did they get Kevin, Mike, and Richardson to do Shredder?
Yes, they did.
They had him do that before.
Yes, Kevin, Michael Richardson, because obviously, because Uncle James Avery is dead, and he did the original but they got the original Krang. Rob Paulson, who did the original Raphael, was doing the current Donatello at the time.
That's pretty rad.
So he did both those, and they had a fun little voice like crossover thing where they're like, you sound like weird.
Are you gonna watch Robert Paulson's new show?
Oh, 100%. Yeah. Robert Paulson has done every voice I've ever cared about.
Yeah. Pinky,
Yakko, Raphael, like so many. Yeah. There's just been so many great voice actors, but we're getting off topic.
What do you got?
My point was, I really wanted to pick up the 80s Bebop, and I saw the 80s Rocksteady a bunch, but I could not find the 80s Bebop. So I just got the regular Bebop for this show, but I also just have a shit ton of Ninja Turtles on my wall up here. So he's gonna sit up there just fine. His character in the show is black. He is a thief, like an internationally renowned
a techno thief.
Oh, he's got wheels.
Yeah, because he does this little spinning stuff.
But so he also has a wheel on his back. And he has wheels on his shoes. I did not notice the feet wheels.
He does the sliding.
He does the slide thing. I just didn't see the shoes.
I don't know the back wheel yet.
I've had this in this toy room in a package over here on the side for months without opening it. I opened it for the first time tonight because I'm like, well, I might as well open it. We're doing the episode tonight.
I did the same thing with the Mace Windu.
Did you? That's funny. His character's name is Anton something. I don't remember, but he was a thief and he had like tech where he could be invisible and he could skate. Like Tron style over like a purple light thing, and he had like Michael Jackson like voice mannerisms and like moves, like he'd dance and spin around and go or whatever.
He was voiced by
JB Smoove. JB Smoove.
Yeah, he's a famous comedian.
He's a famous comedian. Yeah. The episode that he was introduced in. He wasn't Bebop yet. He was just that guy in a suit, and then
he was in a couple episodes.
They were in like 2 or 3 episodes before they got mutated, and it took me one episode to realize that that's gonna be Bebop.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize it until I recognized the mohawk and the glasses.
It was the same with Rocksteady.
With Rocksteady, because Rocksteady's like super Russian, which is great. He's definitely different from his 80s incarnation, but I like him. He's fun, and he's voiced by a pretty cool guy.
I don't think we covered his voices.
We didn't.
We did not. Ken Holiday
in the original Sunbow. That was the Ryman guy.
Yeah, the Ryman guy.
Yeah.
But he was also Kevin Michael Richardson.
In Renegades. Renegades.
Yeah,
oh my God.
Kevin Michael Richardson is in goddamn everything.
Everything. He is a dreamboat.
He's another version of Steve Blum. Like he exists in everything.
He is in everything.
Yeah.
Let's end it.
Yeah, you turkeys.
See you, turkeys. So this is it. This is the end.
We are back.
We're back.
We are black.
Nope. But these are black.
These
are black. Voiced by black people.
Yes.
So we wanted to really kind of celebrate that.
Yeah, like Black History Month.
Black History Month.
Toy and nerddom.
Yeah.
We do a lot of toys on the show, and
we've done a lot of holiday things and whatnot, and rather than just doing another Valentine's Day cash in,
another easy kill bullshit.
Yeah, we just let's celebrate something that maybe we haven't before.
Let's do some cool, weird cultural shit.
Let's other cultures.
Yeah. What figures do you have? What figures do you want?
What's your favorite black?
How much?
And I refrain from saying African American because I know a lot of our viewers are actually not even from America.
Yeah.
Well, and then a lot of these people aren't from America, so I find it more accurate just to say black.
Well, and it's also, we don't want to come off as patronizing. This isn't a pandering thing. We've grown up with these characters our whole lives.
We appreciate these characters because they've influenced us.
If you're as old as we are and Spawn did not rule your life as part of the 90s, I don't know where the fuck you were.
Exactly. Each one of these characters has been special to us because of the characters that they are.
We grew up loving them at different times. I did not care about the prequels for Star Wars, but Sam Jackson is Mace Windu.
Sam Jackson! As soon as they said that Sam Jackson was in the prequels, I was like, oh, who?
Which is weird because when you think about it reflectively from the latest movie, him having purple lightsabers, is that not a level of their hubris that spawned the ultimate Sith that brought them down?
Interesting.
Great toy lines, great figures, and great voice
characters.
actors.
Great voice actors.
In all of them.
Absolutely. So we just wanted to celebrate that.
The ultimate Keiths.
Keith Michael Richardson.
And Keith David, the only two people that make Keith and not a weird effeminate name.
Every Keith I've ever known has been a person I haven't really enjoyed being around.
Like, whenever you meet a Keith, usually they're like, oh, what a wiener.
What a wiener.
What a weenie.
Keith is a wiener.
What a weenie.
What a weenie.
Like,
Keith the weenie.
Yeah, Keith, what a fucking weenie.
But you can't say that about Michael Richardson or Keith David.
Yeah,
they're both not weenies. Keith David was Goliath in Gargoyles.
Damn Goliath. The only Disney cartoon I really...
And like half the cast of Star Trek The Next Generation.
Oh, yeah, because Jonathan Frakes was Xanatos.
Jonathan Frakes. Marina Sirtis was Demona.
Yeah.
And then Brett Spiner was Xanatos' assistant.
Was he Xanatos?
Yeah. The guy, the one that dipped his hand into
the one that was Puck for some reason.
Yes, the one that ended up being Puck.
Because for some reason there was a Shakespeare.
Yes, at the end, like it was Macbeth and like all those. Yeah.
But anyway, we digress.
We digress a lot. Yeah, we digress all over the place. Yeah, I don't know what digress.
As a matter of fact, past round 4, I don't know how anyone watches this show.
Yeah, I agree.
I think it's only your editing that keeps us in check.
Let's ask the standard questions. These are our figures.
Yeah. What do you have? What do you want? What has inspired you to collect from this point on?
What was your favorite of these?
Yeah.
What was your least favorite of these? What was your favorite of these?
My favorite of these, I have a 2-parter.
Okay.
Between my love for like Weird Loyal Subject nerd collecting and my Spawn.
Okay.
He's not posable, but Spawn was such a mark on my heart as a kid that it meant so much to me. And Roadblock, I've always been a G.I. Joe. G.I. Joe was surprisingly the most progressive cartoon you never knew you were watching.
It's true.
The fact that Scarlet and Lady J had such prominent roles in a show in the 80s. But there were so many progressive characters, like a lot of prominent black characters, women characters.
But you know what about Cobra?
What? No, that was the revelation. No black guys in Cobra.
Cobra is all white people or Asians.
Or mutant snake people.
Snake people.
Yeah.
Very, very it's stunted.
You don't think about it.
Yeah.
Like there might be one, but I can't think.
I can't. Maybe with Destro was Irish.
Yeah, was Scottish.
Scottish. He was Scottish.
And in my brain, I was going off in directions. The only Asian guy I can think of in the team was Storm Shadow.
He actually ended up being.
He defected.
He defected back to the good guys.
So they're pretty much all just white people and snake people.
Yeah.
By the end of it,
we had rad toys as a kid.
Dude, like thinking about the '90s toys, they really they flew off the chain.
They did. They really did.
Yeah. We're going off the rails.
We're going off the rails. Anyway, we just want to celebrate Black History Month by having Blacktion. You want to say it together? Blacktion Figure History Month. That was smoothly edited.
And also, I'm surprised it only took one take to accomplish
100%. One take. That was it.
We're pretty drunk.
We're really drunk right now. So thank you for watching us talk about our favorite black action figures from our childhood.
Yeah.
/ most of these are from our adulthood, but represent things from our childhood. It's actually what we're doing here.
Yeah, pretty much everything here is stuff that we've
They're current things that represent our childhood.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
I think the oldest thing in this pile is this guy from
100%. That's not
he's
super
10 years old, but everything else is
from pretty recent. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Let us know in the comments what you liked, what you didn't like. What do you have, or what are your favorites? Do you have some favorite black action figures? Let us know. We like to know things.
Definitely.
And don't worry,
there's more Transformers episodes coming.
Obviously. Don't fret.
Yeah.
Do not fret.
We just like throwing these funny episodes in because we've had some fun doing it in the past.
Plus we want to, there's only so many figures.
Yeah.
Okay.
We want to have fun with this shit.
Yeah. So thanks for watching. Thanks for getting this far. There's a bunch of ways to support the channel down in the downstairs comment area.
If you slob on this knob.
Slob on the knob and look at that stuff. Comment. We'll respond separately because we have our own accounts, obviously. Yeah. That's it. Thanks for watching.
Party down.
We'll see you later.
Body massage.
Mr. Body Massage Machine. Go. If anything, you can say that we stole Thu's stuff, but Thu's done, 2 episodes?
Yeah.
We're on 28? This is legitimately and legally ours now.
Yeah, and we've acknowledged it. We're not denying it.
No, we stole it. We stole it fair and square.
Yeah, we stole it.
It's ours
Do
now.
something about it.
Hey, Thu, do something about it.
This is America.
America.
Do something about it.